Hello and welcome to Wired In. I'm Diana Galata with Hampton City Schools. I'm very pleased today to be joined by Miss Shelley Lawrence, the new principal of Phillips Elementary School. Yes. Welcome.
Thank you.
So before we talk a little bit more about Phillips Elementary, let's learn a little bit about you.
Okay.
I understand you grew up in Hampton.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that experience.
Okay. I am a Hampton girl. I attended Merrimack, Barron, Eaton, and Kecoughtan, a proud graduate of Kecoughtan High School. Go Warriors. Then I continued with my education at Virginia State University, which is located in Petersburg. I received my undergrad and grad elementary education and guidance and counseling. I proceeded to Virginia Commonwealth University with my postmaster's in administration supervision. So I have taught fourth grade for 5 years, sixth grade for 3. A bulk of my educational teaching was as a counselor in the middle school setting. I did do a high school for 1 year in Portsmouth, and then my administrative experience was done in Richmond, Virginia. I did 2 years there, and now I have returned home in Hampton.
So were you a principal of an elementary school in Richmond?
No, I was assistant principal on the south side in Richmond, yes.
Okay, so we are very glad that you've returned home to Hampton.
Thank you, happy to be home.
So you have been at Phillips as principal for a little bit more than a month now. Tell us a little bit about what you've learned so far about Phillips Elementary.
What I have learned in most of my meet and greet principal meetings is that Phillips is a family. A large camaraderie. They lean on one another, they know each other very well, they come together and they support one another. It's a happy school. I'm glad to know that because the majority of the time I am happy, and I have let my teachers know that. Just working together, people coming in, helping, sending me emails, is there anything that I can do for you? And I just really love that because it makes my welcome and my settling in a whole lot better. A lot of work to do, but I always think in my mind just how gracious people have been to me, and I'm very appreciative of that.
Well, you're finding out the Hampton way,
yes,
which is great.
Absolutely.
So talk to us a little bit about your goals for Phillips Elementary. Now that you've been there a month and a half, I'm sure you've determined the great things that are occurring and then some things that might need to be improved. So tell us a little bit about your goals.
Okay. Well, my goal, of course, is to make sure that the school is a safe environment for the teachers and the students. I try to make sure that all of my decisions are based on what is the best for my students. The goal, of course, is to be accredited. We do have a little work to do in reading and still want to do some work in math, but overall the goal is to become accredited. And by becoming accredited, we have to work as a family. That's one of the positive notes that I shared earlier. We're coming together, we're talking, we're showing the data, we're collaborating, we are working across the curriculum, all the things that are needed to get ahead. I came up with a motto this year. Success is not an option, but an expectation. And that will be displayed all around the school building, including in the teachers' classrooms, because when they look to that, they already know the mindset. And the mindset is that we're going to grow in the great path of greatness. And in order to do that, you have to have a goal or a motto set in mind, because when you're thinking about that daily, the ultimate outcome is to reach that goal and everybody become happy because we were all working towards the same thing.
So my favorite day of the year is coming up, the first day of school here in a few weeks. Tell us a little bit about your excitement as the first day of school approaches and being the principal there at Phillips. What are you looking forward to?
Well, first, I'm probably not going to get any rest the night before, so I can almost guarantee that. But I am excited. I am an event planner on the side, so I always have a lot of ideas in mind. So what I have on the forefront, I have sent out a letter, phone calls, and email inviting all stakeholders, whether they are a fireman, a police officer, the park ranger. I have invited a lot of people to come on the first day of school to welcome my students into the building. So we will will be lined up along the sidewalks, walking into the entrance of the school. And when those kids get out, we're going to have signs, balloons, welcome back, because I believe that the first day of school sets the tone for the rest of the year. So we are so very excited. When my teachers see this broadcast, they don't know about it yet, but they will, and hopefully that will bring excitement too. So just something different, a different way to say hello and welcome. The summer is over, but we are ready to begin a brand new school year. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to meeting my new teachers. Next week, we will be meeting at Golden Corral, so that'll be something different. We also have a theme for Phillips. Knowledge is your superpower. So the assistant principal and I will be dressed in costume to kick off the year. So just a lot of exciting things that are going to take place this school year, and I'm just very receptive of any suggestions or anything that will make the school culture positive.
So have you had a chance to meet many students yet? I know with it being summer, it's hard to meet the students, but I understand some have been coming by to meet.
They have been coming back. Unfortunately, Phillips had a yard sale, and it was the 4th of July weekend. So my AP sent me an email, and she said, well, why don't you come out and meet some of the students? And I said, sure, absolutely, but how will I do that? So I got to thinking the event planner way, and I decided to dress in 4th of July costume wear. So I had on red, white, and blue. I had antlers. I had shades. I had blow pops saying thank you for popping in, and that gave me an opportunity to meet some of the students and the parents so they would know who I am, just to have a little conversation, tell them a little bit about myself. So I have met quite a few, and particularly the kindergartners, because we have completed our kindergarten roundup. So that gave me an opportunity to meet parents and students as well.
Well, we are so excited to have you back.
I am so excited
at
also.
home.
Yes.
So before we close today, is there anything else that you'd like to share about Phillips or about yourself?
Well, I have to say thank you to Hampton City Schools. You all have made my welcome so warm. I mean, stopping by to say hello, giving me calls to say hi. If you need any help, here's my number. Give me a call. I have to thank you, Ms. Galata, because you have attended some of the events. I've made you aware, and I've also invited you to become part of Phillips and the different things that we are doing. So the welcoming has been just wonderful. I have enjoyed the administrative sessions that we had last week, a lot of knowledge. You all are technology bound, so that has opened up my horizon as far as using technology a little bit more. I'm glad to be here. I know my family and my parents, everybody is happy because the mindset was hopefully one day I would be able to work in Hampton City Schools, and that has happened. So I thank you all so very much for the opportunity to be a part of this camaraderie.
Well, thanks for coming back, and thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you so much. Pleasure being here.
And thanks for watching Wired In. Have a great week.
Thank you.